What up, dude? What up, dude? It's your boy D Carson, man, on the Old Head Podcast. Got a very special guest today out of the Minnesota. What city you in, Miss Londa?
I'm in Blaine.
Blaine? Is that
Yeah.
close to like St. Paul or
No,
Minneapolis?
more closer to Minneapolis.
Okay, cool. All
Yeah.
right, cool. Yeah, so hey, I thought I was the hardest working man on the internet. Nah, this lady got me beat. She doing her thing, man. I was I appreciate she taking the time out to be on my show, and I want to introduce, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Londa. How you doing today?
Hello, good. Thank you for having me.
For sure, for sure. All right, so you told me like check me out, man. Look at my page, Instagram. And I'm on there. I'm like, dang, she getting down. She busy. So let's talk about this host and host sip and talk with Miss Londa. Tell my viewers what's that about.
So that's my podcast.
Okay.
I started that back in October of 2020
Okay.
and just been going since. I do panel discussions, I do interviews. Um, I like to talk about relationship topics, real
Mm.
life topics, those type of things. I don't do Christian or politics or anything like
You
that,
know,
but yeah.
okay, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then I interview people who have a story to share, entrepreneurs, authors, artists.
Okay. You say you've been doing it since 20?
October of 2020.
Oh wow, so you've been in the game for a minute. I just started August. So
Okay.
you've been doing your thing. So how can we check that out?
You can find me on YouTube under Sip and Talk with Miss Londa or on Facebook under Sip and Talk with Miss Londa.
Word them up. Well, maybe you can have me on
I
your.
also, my interviews, I also put those on my network.
Oh, okay. We
Yeah.
gonna get to that, people. I'm telling this. You can die. All right.
Okay.
Network. You mentioned that one on network. We talking about podcasts. We gonna get to that. We gonna get. But okay. So okay, cool. So YouTube and Facebook, they can check out the podcast. All right.
Yes.
And you've been doing that for 4 years. Have Let me ask you this question: have you ever? Because I've been thinking about doing this. Did a podcast remotely, like at somebody's spot, or travel to do one?
No, I have never traveled to anybody, but I at one point in time was in an office space where I was doing on, people could come and interview there. And I would like to get back to that. I'm doing it now in my home again, and I don't really want to just have people coming in and
Coming
out of
through,
my
yeah.
home. So yeah.
Same, same here.
Yeah.
Same here. But you know what I find funny is that people that do a podcast and like have a studio make the studio look like they're at home. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole podcast feel is, in the basement or something like that. So
Yeah.
I find it funny that, people be having the studio and they make it seem like, I'm actually at the crib. So because I can't
Right.
afford no studio, not right now. Um, was it expensive? What made you say, I got to do this from the crib?
No, it was affordable. It's just that it just didn't work out with the person whose
Oh,
space
you was
it.
partnership?
Yeah.
Yeah, partnerships are.
Well, not partnership. It was I was leasing the office from that person. They
I
had an
got Carson.
office suite.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that too. All right, so you already knew preluded. Let's get to it. She also people has a TV network, Queen's Talk TV network. Could you tell us about this venture?
Yeah. So I started Queens Talk TV December of 2022.
Okay.
It streams through Roku. You can find it in your Google store. You can find it in the Apple store. And I also have a website, www.queenstalktv.org. We do distribution and production services. We also are, working on our own TV shows and things like that.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Now let me ask you, like, do you do your own editing and all that type stuff, or do you like hire somebody, or you got a team that work with you? How does that work? Because I do my
So
I do everything.
As far as the podcast, I do my own editing and everything.
Okay.
But when we start filming, yes, we're gonna be hiring a team, a production team that's gonna do the filming, the editing, and all of that.
Oh, got you, got you. Okay, so what could we look forward to on this Queens Talk TV network?
uh New content coming out, like the first show. This is going to be our first ever reality show, which is called Plus Size Baddies. We're going to start filming that in April, and we plan to drop it in the fall. um we hope you guys will get a chance to see that we're trying to give a different flavor, because I know when people hear the word baddies, they automatically think, oh, it's just gonna be plus size
Ratchet,
women fighting.
ratchet.
It's now I'm not gonna say that it's not, because like we're gonna be filming for 7 days, so these women are going to be in an Airbnb for 7 days. There's no way you can put 12 women in a house together and not have no drama. So we can't promise you that it's not going to be no drama. That's just not reality, really. And
What?
but the thing is, though, when the drama does come about, the way we handle it is going to be totally different from the way you may have seen other, you know, shows handle it. We're going to try to do some type of resolution. But if they want a box, then we're gonna put them in a pool with Jello and put the boxing gloves on. And we're gonna do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But the difference with this show is gonna be challenges and eliminations. So the ladies are gonna be broken off into teams where they have to work together and strategize on these challenges. Um, Teams can, certain people off whichever team that loses can be eliminated, and there's gonna be a prize at the end.
Now, who comes up with all these concepts? I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a thinker, and I love this. You know what I'm saying? People constantly, you know what I'm saying, in the lab, in the studio, coming up with different content and stuff like that. Did you come up with all these ideas, or do you have a partner, or?
So I did come up with the whole concept for the show, the
Mhm.
ideas and everything. But now my partner which is also my EP, and then he just became my partner. He does have some ideas that he's going to be putting in there as well.
Okay, okay, cool. Wow. So you're gonna have your hands full. Now, when does your podcast drop?
I'm been a little behind on my podcast because running the network and trying to work on this show is very time consuming.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to get back into it. I'm trying to get more interviews. Like I haven't been getting any interviews, but I'm really trying to get back to it. So, but it's usually on Sundays at between 6 or 7 p.m.
And it's on all major platforms: Spotify, iTunes.
No, it's not on Spotify. It's on um, YouTube, Facebook, and then I do go live within my network.
Where you go? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Ain't nothing
And
like
then
your
if
own.
I go live in the network, you'll be able to see it in your Google Play Store, your Apple Store, on the web.
Okay, awesome. And that, in my opinion, it's smart that you got your own platform. I like having my own platform, my own website, because Facebook and all them at any point in time can be like, nope, we're gonna freeze your account. Then
And
what
they
you do?
censor you. It's
Then
like
they
you can't
right.
have freedom of speech. At least in my own network, I can have freedom of speech. You know what I mean?
That's right. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I'm glad that you bringing that out because, I try to tell people like, they like go on Facebook Live and TikTok Live. Like, these don't get hung up on that because these people control the content. You on a platform. So that's
And
why,
you're making them money. You know what I'm
and you're
saying?
making
Like,
them money. And they be killing me, man. They be, having 2 million views and they be happy you get a $5,000 check, $10,000
right.
check. And I'm like, don't get me wrong, this is good money. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's a lot of people making money off of it. But can you imagine you got 2 million people looking at you? If everybody just gave you $1, you get 2 million. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like your influence is way more powerful than what they're paying you for. They kind of
Right.
get people off. So
I say use it as a stepping stone.
yeah, yeah, definitely. I use it as a tool, but having
Hmm.
your own platform like you have is definitely it's smart. And That sounds better. So now, do you have your contestants yet, or are you going to have open tryouts?
Yeah,
How's that going to work?
we have four so far, four ladies that have been casted, and we're going to be doing virtual auditions on September the 16th. Originally, the show was only supposed to be for Minnesota, but nobody in Minnesota was interested or latching on. So
Really?
most of the ladies that are basically applying and showing, that they want to be a part of it are from different states.
Now, is the Airbnb going to be in Minnesota, or are you picking
Yeah,
another location?
it's going to be in Minnesota.
So they're going to have to come to Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just need, because you said seven, right? That
Yeah. So we did find this one Airbnb and it does sleep, I think it's 24. So originally I only wanted 10 ladies, but if we go with that Airbnb, I might up it up to 15.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Woo! 15 women all together, 7 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
mean, that's
you
7
want to
weeks,
make sure you
7 days.
have the nice amount for the challenges. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm telling you, I think it's dope, and I think somebody gonna pick you up. You know what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying? Or you just get a distributor and just make that change yourself. But I like it. I like it. I think it's dope. And now, now anytime you're trying to, other than your platforms trying to get your thing out there, you can always use me. You can always, we fam now, can always come on my show and push
Appreciate
whatever
that.
new ideas you have, because I can tell you're a thinker. This ain't it. This ain't it.
It's
I
not.
know. Take one
It's
and no one. You know what I'm saying? I can tell this ain't it. So, you anytime, man, you come on my show, and I really appreciate that you took the time out to come on my show, because you could have been doing anything. So I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And if you ever want to, because like I said, I have my partner, he's my EP as well. If you
Mhm.
want to do a sit down with him, and if you want to do a sit down with some of the ladies that we've already casted, they
Oh,
can't tell
yeah.
you a whole lot about, the show, but they can tell you like why they chose to be on the show, what they're
Oh,
looking for, things of
yeah.
that nature.
That'd be dope. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Bet. Hey, run it. Hey, for real. I'm with that.
Okay. All right.
I didn't think of that. So you see what I'm saying? Just
Right.
like
Hey,
you. I like you.
it's marketing.
Right, right. You understand it. And you know what? I mean, look, okay. We got some time. I can get on my high. Yeah, we got some time. Get on my high horse. I tell people, use me, come on, promote whatever you're doing. It's free. It's free advertising. I don't care if I just got one listener. That's one more
Right.
listener that you didn't have. You know who be
Exactly.
checking me out all the time? Black people.
Huh?
Black
You say
people.
that again?
Black people.
Yeah. It's hard to, so like I got a group on Facebook over 15,000 people. It's for podcasters.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I'm in one too. Yeah.
And I try to put in there like, hey, we're all podcasters. I tried to do like a sign up sheet. Let's all collaborate together. If we're just jumping in each other's comments, if we're guesting on each other's shows, you know what I mean?
That's gonna bring.
Co-hosting, whatever. Like, who better to support each other than the people in the same world?
Yes.
But
Yes.
I don't think they get that concept. I don't know.
Well, when I holler at people, do hair, braid hair, cut hair, long, got a restaurant, whatever. I'm like, man, come on my show, whatever. And they act like they doing me a favor. But I tell, other races, come through, whatever. They own it. When you want, what time, what day, because they
Exactly,
understand.
because they understand you have to start from somewhere. I
And it's
tell my
marketing.
partner,
It's marketing.
um, I tell my partner, like, when it comes to working with people, like people who may have show ideas or movie ideas, I'm not looking for people with big following. It doesn't matter to me if you have 10 followers. If you have the talent and if you want to put the work and the energy in, then let's work together. You know what I mean? Like, those type of people, they don't understand. Those people get looked over, but they can really bring something to the table.
Something fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, something fresh. You get it. Hey, this has been a pleasure talking to you. to talk to somebody that's like minded. I don't run across it often, and thank you for coming. And like I say, anytime like the ideas you were throwing out, just holler at me. Yeah, I think we Facebook friends now, right? I think so.
Yep, I believe I subscribe to you from both of my pages. So you probably got to subscribe from the Queen's Talk YouTube page and the Sip and Talk YouTube page.
And I'm gonna have to subscribe to your. What was your YouTube? Queen's
Uh,
Talk.
Sip and Talk with Miss Londa is the first one,
Sip and
and
Talk.
then Queen's Talk TV.
Yeah, Queen's Talk. And so you got two different page YouTube channels. Okay.
Yeah, because the Sip and Talk is just for the content that I do with the podcast, but then Queen's Talk we'll be dropping trailers, and when we want to promote things that's going on within Queen's Talk TV, I put them over there.
Okay, bet. So I'm gonna go to those and subscribe. Word them up. All right, Miss Londa. It's been real. It's been nice. It's been real nice. And thanks for coming on my show. And we'll hook up on something.
All right. You have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Peace.